It is a dark age. A bloody age. An age of war. The gods are cruel, and we are their playthings. But this is no game. It is ceaseless war, with the old world its prize. Many seek the path to victory, but only one can stand glorious over all. A green tide of brutal creatures that must be stopped. In Sylvania, the dead rise again. The vampire counts march forth. The mighty dwarf kingdoms, long thought diminished, are resurgent under their high king. And at the old world's heart stands the Empire. Karl Franz must prove worthy of the Warhammer. Then there is chaos. Its corrupting, changing taint despoils all before it. Only the strongest will endure. War is upon us. It is unending.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry about that. I seem to be having a cavalcade of problems this morning. Starting with, I appeared to have selected the wrong game. Yeah, it was actually Warhammer. So the original Warhammer, Total War. But I picked number 2 accidentally. Sorry about that. If you've accepted the notification under false pretenses. And then I noticed halfway through the cutscene that the volume was set to -3 decibels, so it was probably very quiet. So I quickly like, oh fuck, and I had to turn it up, and of course that temporarily muted the cinematic. Thank you, Super Samus and Shade 0x and Althorion and Maximo and the Commie Man. Thank you, all of you. That's very kind. Yes, but I hope you're well. Hope you're having a lovely start to your week. Over here, I'm just going to chill out with a little bit of... Yeah, I'm having a Monday pavilion. I'm just going to chill out with a bit of, well, with Total War Warhammer. And, yeah, and then in a bit, get on with editing as per usual. Thank you, S1 Ern and Della and De Cac Boon. Thank you very much, all of you. Right. Okay. So let me just refresh everything to make sure everything's okay. So, cool. So it's updated now. So Greenskin campaign, 2nd attempt. Let me just make sure that... Right, so... Okay, so I'm on... I'm just going to turn my voice down just a notch. And I'm going to turn the game up just another notch. Hang on. Oh! Okay, I just upped the... Okay, thankfully the game didn't play any audio, otherwise you would have been deafened by plus 2,000 decibels. Thank you, Ebolus. Thank you very much, Ebolus. Thank you, dude. Right. So I'm hoping the background audio, voices, and music is roughly the same as my voice. Thank you, Ebolus. Thank you. And Limburg, thank you. And Zaya, thank you. Right, so to bring you up to speed, up to speed, sorry, I'll start with YouTube. So it's the start of the 7th week of work on the latest YouTube video, which is Armor Bullshittery, Part 9. It is still ongoing. There's still a lot to do. I'm still working on it, and just as best I can. I worked quite a lot on, well, quite a bit on the weekend to just try and, you know, polish things. The video's coming together. It's just very slow. There's no there's no big problem in the works. It's just there's a lot to do. There's just a lot to keyframe. Thousands, tens of thousands of individual keyframes that have to be done manually, and I can't just automate without it looking shit. Thank you, Imarat and Mantazo. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm still kind of plinking away, and yeah, just another week really, just to try and get it done. After this, yeah, Polite Muffin does point out I am feeling really burnt out. I need a holiday. I desperately need a holiday. So this is the second project that's gone into like into 2 months. The first one being Mountain Blade. Yeah, I'm thoroughly burnt out. I desperately need a break. But yeah, so that's on the side. Yeah, so in terms of this weekend, what did I do? I spent a pretty chill weekend, really. I just browsed Reddit, just bummed around in a little bit of RimWorld. What was I doing? I was typing some video essay scripts. I went to see the family. Yeah, just a fairly chill, relaxed weekend. Nothing amazing going on. In terms of right now, I'm going to start the second Greenskin campaign for the original Total War Warhammer. The first one, we got completely stomped. We lost, and we lost hard. So as it turns out, the Greenskins are much harder than they seem. Much harder than they seem indeed, and I'll demonstrate why. So the objective of this campaign is to try and counteract the problem that we encountered last time. And yeah, just try and pull through against what is effectively the Dowie Tide, the Dwarven Tide. Thank you, Rock Type. Thank you very much, Rock Type. Thank you. Anyway, right. So let's do this. So new campaign, Old World. We'll go with the Greenskins. Okay. So orcs, goblins, greenskins, they are the scourge of the old world. Brutal, bullying creatures with an unquenchable thirst for war. Orcs are built for violence. Goblins, by contrast, are smaller but more cunning. Most greenskins reside in the Badlands, but now Grimgor Ironhide comes south with his ever-growing war, all the while the Empire burns. Thank you, Seaman Walt and Ginger Logan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so this faction is effectively... well, it's the Greenskin, the savage tribal type faction from the far south desert region of the old world. So to the north of us, we're going to have the dwarves, the Dowie, in their mountains, along with to the east of us as well. There's another small faction over there. Camajo, thank you, Camajo. Thank you, man. To the south of us, we have other competing orc tribes. And to the far north of us, we have the humans, the vampires, and eventually chaos, but they're way out of reach for now. For the minute, we've got to focus on our desert expansion, really. So, this faction has the ability to use the War. So, in other words, greenskins generate a sort of, well, a sort of communal. I suppose it's like a camaraderie type thing. The more orcs are in one area, the bigger the War, the bigger the sort of, well, the effect of this. I'm going to say psychic, but that's a 40k thing. It's more like an aura, I suppose, a mystical aura, from which they get more powerful, more cunning, the more of them are in one particular area. So if you can eventually get a large group of thousands, tens of thousands of greenskins, they can be an extremely big threat, not just because of their numbers, but because, well, they just become smarter, more capable, yeah, more dangerous, with more that congregate in one area looking for a fight. Thank you, Trip. Thank you very much, Trip. How this is represented in the game is that if we get high enough war, we will be able to call upon an additional army to face our enemies in the field, allowing us to have overwhelming numbers against our enemy. So we can bring 2 armies versus 1. We can also use the Underway, which is a series of networked tunnels that the dwarves built a long time ago. We can use them to sort of navigate underground and bypass defenses and, you know, let's say like mountain ranges. What's this? So extensive unit roster with aggressive infantry, fast cavalry, and monster units. So we're talking trolls and giants. Thank you, Niomancer and Snake the Apache. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So I'm going to go with. We're going to skip the intro for now. We don't necessarily need it. But I'm going to go with Grimgor, so the main faction leader of the Greenskins, Grimgor Ironhide. He's extremely powerful. Once fully leveled up, effectively, he is the toughest of all of the faction leaders. He's a tank, a complete tank, with a massive two-handed axe who can cause more casualties than any other unit, realistically. So yes, he also has the Immortals banner, which gives him a sort of unit of bodyguard Biggins, which can fight with him. And yes, so I'll also go over these later. Let's just get into it. So I'm going to go with the very hard difficulty, because this will be my 4th campaign now. And we did hard. Hard was okay, but I do want challenge. Obviously, I don't want the AI to be a pushover. So yeah, we'll go to very hard for now and see how we do. But yeah, it's pointless to make generals combatants buff to armies are much better. Perhaps Jackie, but not in Grimgor's case. Grimgor can be just a complete train, just unstoppable. Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much, Eric. Okay.
War comes. I can smell it. The old world teeters on a blade's edge, but a steadying hand may yet save it. Is that my role? Alas, nothing is grand. I am merely a humble advisor to Grimgor Ironhide, the most brutal of Black Orcs. Even that bestial intellect recognized a use in me. His horde as we travel south, laying waste to the stunted and rival orc tribes alike. Deep in the Badlands, Gorfang Rotgut, master of Black Crag, challenges his superiority. Grimgor stands to take the whole of the old world as his prize. But first, he must vanquish Rotgut and take Black Crag as his new capital.
Okay, right. I can't remember. I might have actually failed to click the skip intro bit. We'll have a look. If I didn't, words. If I didn't, it's okay. We can fight this battle. Let's have a look. Okay, no, we didn't. It's fine. Right, so that was the intro battle, which we've just won.
The Badlands beyond lay open for conquest. This area is dominated by tribes of inferior greenskins. On the plains to the west, Rotgut's Red Fangs mass against you, angry at the loss of their stronghold. Proving your utter superiority over Gorfang should be your first calling. Vanquish the Red Fang, and tribes of lesser orcs will flock to your banner, freeing your mobs to look further afield for lands to conquer. The stunted dwarfs that dwell in the mountains around you should provide plentiful quarry. Your enemies are belligerent and won't necessarily cow down to your indomitable will. They need to be tamed, broken, or annihilated.
Okay, so for the unfamiliar, Total War is effectively I suppose you could call it 2 games in one. On the one hand, on the one side of the coin, it's a turn-based, almost civilization-esque game in which you, in which you sort of take over province after province and sort of manage cities and taxation and that sort of thing. But when a battle breaks out between 2 rival armies, there's sort of like a flashpoint, like the camera will zoom in, and you fight on a tactical map in which your actions in battle, be it success or failure, will influence the overall strategic situation. So an army might flip off the field if it's been, defeated, or units that live may gain experience or trinkets and stuff like that. Things that they can retrieve in battle. Thank you, Natho, here. Thank you very much, Natho. So we start here at Black Crag. I can't actually remember the buttons. So what is the button to end the turn before I... Right, don't hit the enter key. Okay, so we start here. No, we don't. Sorry, we start... Where are we? Here, sorry. The Death's Pass. If I just zoom out briefly, you can see this is the entire map of the old world. Thank you, Suts UK and Hilda Gunst. Thank you. And Eric Ruse. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. So, yes, we're starting here, and effectively, we have a single settlement. It's called the Black Crag, but I'm going to name it what it was before in the first playthrough. Right, this is Womble's Crack, and we start here. So, legions of greenskins are flooding out of my crack, out from the mountain to join the banner of my Wa, effectively. Thank you, Chan Dodge. Thank you very much, Chan Dodge. We are surrounded to the south by hostile greenskins. To the north, we have, well, for the minute we have greenskins, but not for long, because the dwarves are here. Thank you, Lavathian. Thank you very much. So, unfortunately, and we discovered this last time, the greenskins are very, very weak. Very weak indeed. Well, at our current tech level, really, our strongest units are weaker than the dwarves' weakest unit. Sorry, they're considerably weaker than any dwarven unit that they can field. So the moment the dwarves turn up, we're going to get annihilated, like completely steamrolled. Like there's no, your average dwarf has more armor, and the same attack power as a tough black orc or whatever it is. Which sucks, unfortunately, but we're just gonna have to deal with that. So, what happened last time is that I started spreading out from my crack. We suffered a lot of losses from we didn't win all of this territory immediately. We suffered defeats and had to go back, and then the dwarves just went and just crushed us in like 2 seconds, and it was barely even a battle. So we need to be aware of this, and I need to take over as much territory as I can, as quickly as I can. I need to eliminate these dwarves here before they can prove to be a problem, before they confederate with the dwarves up north and surround us. Basically, I just need to be as aggressive as I can and not lose any battles. That's going to be the tricky part. If I lose a battle, we're probably sunk, because the time it takes to recover is the time that the dwarves are... Every turn, the dwarves are building and building and building, and then they're just going to go and just crush us. Thank you, Void. Thank you very much, Void. Thank you. Right, so let me just have a quick look at the situation. So what have we got around here? Where's the... Right, so the diplomatic situation. So here is Death's Pass. Okay, this is where we've started with our single army. The Rock Lobber is incredibly effective against the Dowie. Okay, thank you, Juggers. I can't remember... I don't think we got that far, like in our tech tree, by the time that they hit us. And I'm going to sneeze, hang on. No, it's fine. Right. Okay, so what have we got in the area? We are at war with the Teeth Snatchers, the Scabby Eye, the Border Princes, and the Dowie already, the dwarves. Okay, so the Dowie, what territory do they have? So, where are they? So, hang on, the Bloody Spears. We're at war with them? Oh, sorry, am I looking at the wrong faction? Sorry, I am. What was I looking at before? What? Sorry, we're at war with, both sets of dwarves, clan. Okay, so all the dwarves and the red fangs. Okay, sorry. Right. The red fangs here. So they have two provinces, I think. They're actually stronger than us. Strength rank of 12. We've only got 18. Okay. So what about you? So I'm going to need... Well, the trouble is... No, I don't necessarily need allies. I need their territory. Hang on. So I've got 5,000 gold. Can I upgrade anything in my crack? Hang on. Muster fields. Brawling grounds. Okay, so let's... Yeah, so build a barracks level 2. Okay. Now then, I shouldn't necessarily start building finance buildings in my crack. We need to go with military buildings. Okay, build a wolf's den.
Ready for murdering.
And in my army itself... Oh god. Global recruitment is only available whilst garrisons. Yes, you can. It's called confederating, hell jump. But I'm not going to get that sort of chance at this this lower power level. Right.
Let's go.
So black orcs, orc boys, goblins, goblin archers, orc boys. Just orc boys for now. But these guys are so weak. Okay, one turn until they're with my army. Thank you, movable sheep. Thank you very much, dude. Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, right. So then, what are we doing in terms of... Oh, I can't actually... Yeah, so I remember as well, we had... Move then recruit. I dare not, silly Fluffy. Our enemy will stomp us. Oh, he might be right, actually. Yeah, could do. Move up and then... Well, hang on. Are we close enough to... Not a bad idea. Let's move to the edge of the territory over here. Move here.
Let's go.
And then we'll start recruiting.
Guess what more?
Because then we can try and strike Iron Rock. Will I be able to get it on the... Maybe. Okay. Right. So, we can't actually do any provincial decrees yet. Okay. Let's give it a save. So, as said, this faction is very, very hard to play. Okay. Right, so they're coming at us. We're tougher than them. Barely. So, this is Nash, so it's one of the sub-commanders of Rotgut's army. So, Orc Boys, Goblins... It's fairly even. Orc Boys, Goblins... We'll be fine. We'll hold a defensive... Yeah, we'll hold a defensive position and then... Grimgor will just start... Yeah, we'll just kill him. Okay, show me the terrain. We have a slight hill on our side. It's going to have to do. Okay. Right then. Let's give it a go. Raiding my own region helps with fightiness. Does that not cause a public order penalty, Pender? Besides, winning this battle will up the fightiness. Damn, it's a tiny hill. Right. Position ourselves accordingly. Okay, so group 1 for my melee fighters. Goblins on the flank. Archers. Yep. So put my melee front and center with Grimgor in the middle. Archers behind. Goblin spear infantry on the right flank. Orc boys cavalry on the right flank. And a Doom Diver catapult behind. Cool. Should be straightforward. Right. Oh, might need to adjust the line though. Adjust quickly. Okay, so infantry. Move. Do they have their own wolf cavalry? They've got they've got chariots. Okay. Right, what's the catapult actually aiming at? Please aim for the center mass of the infantry. Okay. Cavalry, you guys can move out there. What's the button to queue actions? Just right click, there we go. Right. Okay then. Here we go. You fuck public order and you get fightiness when in enemy lands with Grimgor as your first lord. Yes, indeed. I tend to raid enemy lands. Oh, I didn't actually tell them to ride quickly. Right, so I need to spear goblins to go for their chariots. Cool. Should be straightforward, this. Right. Oh, their own archers are returning fire. Okay. Move forward just a notch there. Goblins fire on their own archers. Okay, you guys need to move in now. Now's your chance. It should be straightforward enough. Get right in there. Grimgor, you go for him. Full charge. Everyone in. Yeah, it's already over. We've won. Okay. Cool. Simple enough. We'll keep their lord tied down. Keep their infantry bottled up. Spearmen will chase up the chariots. And the cavalry will just mop them up. Yeah, roll them up like a carpet. Okay. It's Quebec here. Hi, Quebec. Whoa, what's your fire there? Cool. Just trying to minimize the casualties as best we can. Okay. Hold fire, please. Hold fire, archers, so you don't cause friendly casualties. Easy peasy. Okay. I have the cavalry chase down the archers who are fleeing. Cut them down on the route. Have everybody else just finish them off. Okay, there we go. Right, nice and simple. Easily executed. Okay. Fucking goblins with wings. Crazy bastards. Okay, hold your fire there. You've done enough. Be careful if they rout, they might come back to the fight. Yeah, not with cavalry on them. That's one of the, with cavalry, that's their main purpose really. Not to fight in the front line, but to chase down those routing. And that's where most of the casualties are inflicted, on the route. Okay. Just mopping them up. Just make sure as few as possible reach the edge of the zone. Are they shooting bats? They're shooting goblins with their wings made out of leather. It's very silly. Okay. If we were playing as the vampires, we would heal up before we end the battle, just for added cheese. Okay. Tea or coffee? Coffee indeed. I'm a coffee man. In fact, I could do with the coffee, now that you mention it. Yes, I believe you can, can't you? Yeah, so you've got like a... right click to zoom. Was the zoom always there? I can't remember. Fire! No? Fire! There we go. Can I control him, or is he just spinning on his own? Oh god. Oh no, I think I can control him. Yeah, I'm turning the mouse at least. Oh, it's very silly. It's cool though. But yes. Crazed goblins. Fire! So what do the lines mean, sorry? These little yellow teardrops. Hold it down, release maybe? There we go. Yeah, so I can move the camera at least. Oh no, yeah, and I can fly. Ah, sweet. Can I hit the rock? Ah! Yeah. Ah! Almost. Cool. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's handled. Decisive victory. Okay. So a decisive victory against, that Rock Guts sub-lieutenant. Hi there, Quebec. Hi there, man. Doing a second Warhammer Greenskin playthrough. I highly imagine we will see the return of... Hang on, so what was his name again? Your agent. It was like Quebec the Pooh covered, I believe. Hang on a minute. If you go beneath the stream, for those who are interested, I haven't properly set it up yet, but there's a link to the old... where is it? A link to the old Warhammer Total War unit roster. So what I do is I tend to sort of name the units after people watching, so people can, you know, get a bit invested in, their fates, really. And the last one, the Greenskin, the 4th campaign, had, where is it? Quebec the Pooh covered, yes. A goblin big boss, an assassin, who went AWOL after the loss of the last term, after Grimgor died. Right, okay, so decisive victory. So we can either ransom the captives to get some treasure, but we'll lose some fightiness, which is this value here that you're going to need if you're going to, fight as the Greenskins. Slaughter the captives, kill them. The enemy and their allies will really hate you for this, but the enemy's enemy will appreciate it. You also get a leadership bonus, which, truth be told, I can't quite remember what that does. I believe it's general morale / radius for, you know, the maintaining morale over your troops, I think. What's this? Unit replenishment rate by 3% if we just eat them. Okay, under the circumstances, I'm going to go with eating them. We'll eat the dead. Greenskins do that, and so we'll up the replenishment rate so we're back in fighting. We're back to fighting stance as soon as possible. Okay, so that army's pulling out, and of course we've gotten up to our fightiness level. So, mission successful. We have defeated the Red Fang in battle before they were able to regain their strength. See that it is... Oh, no, sorry, this is a mission being... Sorry, what? Oh, no, it's being... Yeah, we have succeeded. So we've got another 1,000 gold. Mission issued. Capture Iron Rock, which is over here. We'll get another 1,000 gold. We've defeated the enemy lord. And we've gained a Banner of Swiftness, so speed plus 15 to an assigned unit in Grimgor's army. So, yep, sweet. I'll assign that to, let's say, the cavalry before the start of the next battle. Okay, we also have so we have the first skill point to assign in Grimgor's tech tree. Right. So, what should we go with? So it's probably going to be sensible to go straight down his melee tree. Like, obviously, it's nice to have some bonuses for your army, but getting Grimgor as powerful as possible with charge bonuses and weapon strength and that sort of thing, hit points, melee attack, is probably the best course of action. Just make him into a very powerful melee unit. We're going to need, we'll need some... Get Root Marcher. Campaign movement range plus 10. That's probably a good idea for for the very beginning. That's probably not a bad idea. Okay, campaign movement range plus 10. This is my first army, my main army. So, yeah, we'll start there. So, strategic talent. Those who know the land and its secrets will travel faster and further than the foes who don't. Thank you, Baron Olaf. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. Grimgor is victorious and within striking range of Iron Rock. Now, since it's our turn and we were attacked, we can pretty much just go straight for Iron Rock. Before I do, what is the current garrison of my crack? Okay, I've got, it's the main faction capital city, so I've got a fuck ton of orcs in my crack. So, it's fine. So, we'll have Grimgor strike Iron Rock. The garrison is tiny. Before we do, we'll name up this army so people can see what's going on. Trouble is, though, so I've got to remain aware of the diplomatic situation. I really must remain aware. So, obviously, we're fighting the Dowie, right? And the Dowie, I need to make sure that I can try and get allies, or at least not be surrounded by enemies, as I was before. Okay, so... Can I talk to the Bloody Spears, the orc, the greenskins up here? Thank you, Minibomb. Thank you very much, Minibomb. Thank you. Can we be allies, or at least not enemies? Moderate chance of a non-aggression pact. They've rejected the offer. What if I offered you trinkets? Offer payment? Moderate? Okay, still no. Why? Attitude. So they approve of the war with the dwarves. They approve of me raiding. Okay, so our relations are steadily improving. So perhaps they will accept an alliance or at least non-fighting thing soon. Okay, thank you, Zonny the Beard. Thank you, Zonny. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not at war with you. Who are the rot guts? Sorry, who are the what's your faction called? The Red Fangs. Who are you at war with? Top Knots and me. Can we perhaps ally with the Top Knots? No, we don't have any representatives nearby. I think the Top Knots are over here, aren't they? Somewhere. Okay. Isn't orc diplomacy an axe to the face? It is, but there is something of a difference between the realities of this game's mechanics and balance versus the greenskins are obviously fight, you know, strong, powerful. No, in this game they are weak as all hell and surrounded by enemies. So the only way we're going to win is if we play smart. So that means allies, that means cash, that means upgrading down tech trees, and it means holding off the dwarves for as long as possible. Because the moment the dwarves get here, it's over. We're dead. They're just gonna crush us in 2 seconds. Thank you, Trion, and the game. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Sorry, right.
Yeah, what?
Let's just get them named. So, could we pop it into sub-only mode for a moment, please, mods? Quebec, Finny, would you mind doing that? Okay, so I need some volunteers. Who would like to volunteer to join Grimgor's army, which is about to hit Iron Rock? I need black orcs, orc boys. Sorry, I misspoke. Could you please raise your hand in the chat and say what you want? Don't just say me, please. Could you say what specifically you would like? Your options are black orcs, which is a unit of elites. I'm probably going to go with a patron for that. But for Twitch subs, orc boys, which are just the regular choppy infantry. Goblins, which are the spearmen. Goblin archers, which are obviously archers. Orc boar boys, which are cavalry. And a doom diver catapult unit, which is obviously a catapult firing goblins with wings. Thank you, Super Chicken. Thank you. Right, so I'm just going to quickly go through. So save that for a minute. Okay, so orc boys. Let's go with Lied. 7, first unit of orc boys. Second unit of orc boys is going to be Wolf. Okay, just check the patrons for a second. Okay, third unit of orc boys lies there. Oh, hang on a second. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. Okay, fourth unit. Thank you, Satan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go with Lemberg. Okay, first unit of goblins. Wilhelm. Okay. Second unit goblin archers will be... Has anyone volunteered for the archers? Scrolling up, sorry. Lablog. Okay, the wolf cavalry. Yeah, sure. Hang on. So skip over. Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt is the Immortals, the first unit of black orcs. Welcome, Mike. Okay, the cavalry. No, sorry, didn't do the cavalry. Who did the no, Lablog? Who volunteered for the cavalry? Goblin catapults. Okay. Fuck. Gol the wolf as the cavalry, and the catapults Tariot. Cool. Right, welcome aboard. First army. Thank you, Black Orc. Thank you very much, Black Orc. Thank you. So, first army under Grimgor consists of Mike Hunt, Lied, Wolf, Lysair, Limburg, Wilhelm, Lablog, Gol the Wolf, and Tariot. Thank you all for joining. Okay, so Your orders are to march straight to Iron Rock and sack it.
Let's fight!
Okay. Ooh, yikes. Okay. So there's a standing army there that consists of Rotgut himself. We can't take that. Can we take that? Well, hang on a minute. So he's got Black Orcs, Goblins. Lots of Goblins. We'll chop them up pretty quickly. Darn. I should probably do one turn to do recruitment before I do this. Yes, I can if I utilise my catapult. They won't sit there and be shelled. They'll leave or they'll bum rush me. Besiege the city. Low morale army, it's fine. How could you tell, sorry? I don't know. We'll give it a go. I don't wish to sound like a cunt though. If we lose, I might have to save scum. Because if we lose a battle, we probably lose the campaign. At least in the first 25 or so turns. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the reality of the situation. I know that sounds a bit of dickhead. Yeah, it's a bit of a dickhead thing to say, but we'll see. I know it's cheeky, but like it's so hard. The orcs are so hard that if I lose, then it'll just be multiple streams of you'll just be watching me steadily get defeated, and it'll be unsatisfying, and we won't get anywhere. We'll see. Okay. Oh, the second banner, yes, Banner of Swiftness. Put that on Golden Wolf. Okay. Sorry, trust me, for those who are sitting, it's so difficult. This is the hardest faction to play because they're so weak. They are so staggeringly weak. And the dwarves are coming. Okay, sorry, just before I do this though, I'm just going to run for a wee. What is the time anyway? So I've got about another 59 minutes. I'm just going to run for a wee and also put the coffee machine on if that's okay, because I rather fancy a coffee. Hang on. And also you can have a look at the dog. There's a dog there, look. See, there's a dog. You've never seen a dog before, have you? No, you're all amazed by the dog. Yes, you're all amazed. You a good girl? You a good girl? Yeah, she's fine. She's had a good weekend. She got to play with other dogs, and yeah, she's fine. Right, hang on, going for a wee. Oh. And put the coffee machine on. You're just gonna sit there on that sofa all day, huh? You're gonna sit there. You need to get a job, honey. You need to get a job and start paying your way, eh? Sitting in my flat eating all my food. Hmm? sorry for those just joining the stream. I'm just grabbing a quick coffee, and then I'll be right with you. Did it not, Toasty? I'm so sorry, Toasty. Thank you very much for subbing. Thank you, man. Coffee. Right, okay then. What's that spoon? I swear, some of my teaspoons must... They've got to be just dissolving into the coffee, because they just disappear. Either that or Lulu's hoarding spoons. Right, okay. So, for those just joining, we're about to fight the Red Fang orcs in, well, at the, what is it, the Iron something or other? It's a large crystal shard over to the, well, over to the west side of my crack, which is the main orc base. So we have a larger orc army, but it's still pretty weak. So, let's organise things. Grimgor Ironhide and his immortals, Mike, Lyde Wolf even, and Lyzer and Limburg, Group 1, front and centre. Thank you, Cybercry. Thank you very much, Cybercry. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to make the formations very deep because we need Grimgor in the middle, and I'm going to have morale problems if I keep the orcs away from his aura. Okay. So, Wilhelm, Spear Infantry, Group 3, right flank. Lablog, Group 2, Archers, in the middle. Okay. Gol the Wolf, Group 4, right flank. Tariot, Group 5, Chariots. So I need to try and keep most of my army near Grimgor, because their morale is going to get fucked if, well, if it's not. Okay. Black Orcs can handle themselves. I don't know. I'd like to agree with you, Play for Leftover, but the last playthrough proved otherwise. Like, all of the Orc units just fall apart immediately. They suck. They really do suck. Okay, here we go. Large army. Mostly goblins, but nevertheless, large army. Okay. Here we go. Right, aim for center mass. Yeah, they're never gonna hack. Right, here we go. Have the cavalry back away. Okay, Tariot. Yeah, just go straight for center mass. Orc boys. Orc boys. Right. Stagger your formation a little bit, boys. Plan to be enveloped and adapt accordingly. Right, here we go. So what's that over there? Are they chariots? Yes, they are. We've got the spearmen. Yeah, we've got the spearmen on the right place then. Okay. Yep, get ready for an envelopment. They're about to do it. Here we go. Make sure Grimgor goes straight for their weakest. Okay. Thank you, Destro. Thank you very much, Destro. Thank you, dude. Right, chariots, you can begin your... What's the button again? Is it shift? Yeah. Here we go. Also, how's the volume versus my voice? Is it acceptable? Okay, they're going to get a charge bonus, but that's okay. I want to maintain the formation here. Fuck it. Oh, good. Mike. Oh, I put the Black Orcs in the wrong place. They should have been there. I shouldn't have put them on the flank. That was stupid. Nevertheless, it is what it is now. No. Hold. An envelopment is still coming. Oh, Wolf's forces are already wavering. Do I have any sort of special ability to keep them? No, I don't. Then make sure Grimgor is on their general. Where is their general? He's there. God damn it. No, I need Grimgor to stay. Thank you, Minty Chop. Thank you very much, Minty. And Thom. Thank you, Thom. Okay, they're also breaking. Right. Here comes Gol going straight for their archers. In fact, never mind their archers. Slam right into the back of their main. Yeah, there we go. Right into the back of their infantry there. It will cause a cascade of morale failure. Oh, these balls are. This cavalry is really slow. There we go. Right, so they've been attacked in the rear. So they've just had a severe morale penalty. Okay, Wilhelm, take your forces around, please, and slam into the back. Chariot, start targeting those wolf chariots. Cool, they're breaking. Okay, get your cavalry out of there. Don't fight in melee. Mike. Yeah, we've won. Mop them up. Grimgor, go for their faction leader himself. Come on. All right, Wilhelm. Cool. Press J, sorry, on the cavalry. What is J? They're refusing to break in places. Lablog, get out of there. Yeah, their faction leader's fleeing. Can we gun him down? Lablog, can you hit him? Right. Lysair suffered severe casualties there. They're rallying. They are rallying. Where's Grimgor himself? Keep him in the fight. Okay. There we go. Right, so we've won, but as you can see, we suffered quite a lot of casualties. Can we have the cavalry cut down their faction leader to put him out of the... Well, get him off the strategic map for a while? Okay. These goblins are quite quick, actually. Didn't expect them to be that speedy. That could be useful for chasing down fleeing orcs. Right, so... Gol the Wolf is going after Gorfang Rockgut himself, their faction leader, who is fleeing. Alright. They'll all die, you'll take... That's a good point. They will all die because I'm taking a city. They sallied... No, wait, did they sally forth? No, we attacked it. Yeah, it should be fine, you're right. Okay, end the battle? Okay. Yes, indeed. So on attacking a city, they have nowhere to run. They're effectively, you know, the backs to the wall here. It's just that the city had no walls, so it didn't take place within a settlement. Right. Yes, indeed. If the Dowie arrive, we are screwed. Redemption. Right. So, let's have a look here. So Grimgor is on about half health, but it won't take him long to regenerate. Mike's unit is near max. Oh nice, they killed 165 units apiece, so they did very well. Lead killed 133, killed or captured, with only 20 orcs remaining. Wolf has 84 kills, 40 orcs remaining. Lysair is down to just 17 orcs, killing or capturing 81. Lemberg, 44 orcs, 140 kills. Wilhelm barely contributed, or rather barely... Oh, holy shit, no. Wilhelm took 90? Holy shit, took 90, and still has 110 goblins remaining. Lablog, 42 kills, 79 orcs remaining, goblins remaining. Gol the Wolf, 122 kills, 22 Boar cavalry remaining. And Tariot got 127 kills. No casualties at all. Nice. Very nice. Who got the most kills? MVP is awarded to Mike Hunt with 165 heads taken. Thank you, Sneaky. Thank you very much, Sneaky. And Leto Patate. Thank you, Leto. Thank you. Right. So, as for the settlement itself, now I can't recall what's the best course of action with the Greenskins. Occupy. We do obviously want to occupy. Unit replenishment. We get some provincial instability and a conquest penalty to morale, -10, which will start, stacking off and disappearing. So we want to occupy it, really. We could loot and occupy. We'll get some cash, but there'll be even more of a conquest penalty. We could just sack it and take shit, but not take it over. Yeah, we should just occupy it, shouldn't we? Okay, we're going to occupy Iron Rock. And, we'll have a little bit of instability, but otherwise it's fine. Thank you, Super GMR. Thank you very much, Super. Thank you. Right. Okay, we've now occupied Iron Rock. Okay, and we've succeeded in the mission that's been issued to us, and we've got an additional 1,000 gold. Okay.
Your territory expands, Savage Lord. Yet there are many lands to conquer. In time, I foresee war with the greater tribes of the Badlands, as well as the stunted kind that dwell beneath the mountains. Keep your axe sharp, for Mork and Gork watch your progress with interest.
So this guy, well, obviously he's just the tutorial guy, but in the context of the world, he appears to be some sort of seer, some sort of guardian who is trying to stop the ancient enemy, the primordial annihilator, Chaos, from basically steamrolling the mortals of the world and winning. And I guess in this particular case, he sees the only race capable of standing against Chaos is a race that loves warfare, the Greenskins. Greenskins is not favourable, but at least life wins with a Greenskin victory. At least there's some chance. Thank you, Laureen. Thank you very much, Laureen. Thank you. Okay, so yes, we've now received a new mission to take over 2 different settlements. So yeah, it's just the next mission in the chain, effectively. Okay. Orcs of Chaos. Actually, no. This conversation happened before Timofane. I know it looks it. I know that in a traditional, in the sort of good versus evil mindset, you think, well, obviously Orcs of Chaos. No, Orcs are actually order. Surprisingly, it doesn't look it. They look like savages, don't they? They look. What sort of order could come from the Greenskins? But actually, the Greenskins are very, very hierarchical. Very, the caste systems and the everything about them is order, just in a very brutal and crude way. No, they are definitely not chaos. They are not of the forces of death. They are definitely on the side of life. Just a very strange, very crude and, well, orky form of life. But yeah, they are absolutely on the side of order in the grand scheme of things. Right, okay, so what's this? We also have a story mission. So a dwarven artillery brigade was foolish enough to leave the safety of its keep, marching too close to the Greenskin host. Smash them from front and back before they can even load their guns. The battle at Thundering Falls will receive a piece of armor and also get a Goblin Big Boss. So I believe that's Quebec if we hit this army. That is extremely tough for our current. So every single one of these, even the miners, is stronger than an orc unit. So in order to challenge this, we would need a full army of orcs, I have no doubt. So yeah, that's a tough army. Where are they? Here. So yes, this is an isolated story mission. It's got nothing to do with the dwarves. They will just appear to be destroyed, and we can wipe them out. Okay. We also have a skill point with Grimgore, so evasion chance, income from raiding. Income from raiding could be. I suppose it is only 3%, and it would need a few. I mean, it would be... Is it maximum 9% or is it plus 10%? Yeah. It's nice, but I do think we should advance Grimgor down the melee tree. We need to get Grimgor a melee fighter. Yes, indeed, Canadian. Orcs have an effective system. Leadership is determined by strength, also by size, Canadian. But yes, when a leader is taken down, they're never without a leader for long. They have teeth for currency, so they have an economy in place. Since they're a fungal race who reproduce via spores, wherever there are orcs, there's the associated logistical systems. You know, the plants that they eat, the slaves in the snotlings and the grots and whatever that have appeared before them via the fungal spores. The system of the greenskins is extremely order sort of, based. Right, anyway, sorry, what was I saying? So yes, we should advance Grimgor through the melee tree as best we can. So just reading the chat, sorry. Yeah, we'll just up his melee attack. We'll just go straight down here. Okay.
Let's go.
Right, so this army will take some time to properly replenish. Can we recruit from this location? We can. In one turn, we'll have additional forces available. Goblin archers, wolf riders. Okay. Let's get some more orc boys from local recruitment, which is cheaper. Okay, 3 more units of regular orc boys. Okay, what's our next move after that? Well, obviously we have no choice but to wait and try to stabilize the public order problem. Okay. What about the coffee I made? I've already finished it, Black Orc. I've already gone through it. Okay. So let's... Is it comparable to the Klingons from Star Trek? Not really, no. The greenskins are not really similar. The Klingons, for all of their... No, they're very different. Very different indeed. Klingons are very honor-based, aren't they? It's not really like that with the greenskins. It's not really honor. It's... Well... It's whatever. Whatever means you have to get ahead. Backstab, front stab, punch somebody or headbutt them. It's the rule of the strong, really. Not, There's no honourable contest between orcs. It's just hack at each other until one falls over. And also, sorry, just to point out, so greenskins can recover from the most horrendous injuries. You can actually decapitate an orc and reattach his head, and he'll be fine. In fact, the docs, the surgeons, they do just take the heads off orcs and put them on other bodies for fun, and they're fine. I mean, obviously it hurts like hell, but they have an enormous tolerance for for dismemberment, for decapitation, for pain generally. They are quite creepy in the sense that they can recover from pretty much everything. Takes a lot to kill a big orc knob or whatever. Sorry, forgive me. I might be accidentally slipping in terms from Warhammer 40k. Sorry. It's just I'm more of a 40k guy. I apologise. Okay, let's. So hang on, what's next? Goblin Tink. Yeah, so this is the trouble. Last time we didn't even get so far as to get a Goblin Tinkerer bench before the dwarves stomped us. So we didn't even get anywhere through the tech tree, which was embarrassing. But yeah, it's just the nature of it's a very hard playthrough. Okay, before I continue, can I do any more diplomacy? So the dwarves of Barak Var are not currently at war with me. They really don't like me though, so yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything with them. The Red Fangs are down to 1. So strength rating 63. We are strength rating 39. Can I do anything with that? Can I order them?
Army boss.
No, low chance of peace. Okay, hang on. Just going to see what I can do with the other factions. So the Bloody Hands. I have a treaty with them? Treaties with the Bloody Hands? Sorry? I don't have a treaty with them, do I? Maybe, weird. I've got a... they seem to like me for a treaty that I have with them. War with the Dwarves.
Oh, it's Gork and Mork on my side. Who's you's got, eh?
Low chance to accept anything. Can't attack Red Fangs, they go much faster than you. Indeed, mate. Also, my forces are, well, depleted after that battle. Non-aggression pact. Oh, I see. Where does it say that I have a non-aggression pact with them? I thought it normally appears here. Oh, I guess not. Maybe that's an... Sorry, I must be thinking of a different Total War. Normally there's like a thing at the top which shows you have the following arrangements with them. I can see it in my treaties. Can I? Am I just being dumb? Never mind. Right. I don't think we can do anything with them. Sorry, I just need to have a quick look at my allies in the... Oh, well, the people in the area. So they're the Red Fangs. Crooked Moon. Yeah, our relations are not changing.
One thing understood.
Non-aggression pact. Moderate chance? Yeah? Oh, good. Good. We have a non-aggression pact with the orcs to our south. Now, last time they declared war on us, and then we were just completely surrounded by enemies, and it was a nightmare. Please build the gold mine in my crack. Sure. Actually, well, I can't yet. I need to upgrade the settlement. Ah, sorry. No, I remember. Sorry, unknown. That I know that's not a bad idea, but I remember that was one of the troubles I had last time. So focused was I on trying to get money that we didn't have any upgrades for military, and therefore we couldn't get anything beyond the basic units. No, I need to build military stuff in my crack, not gold mines and stuff. Yes. Sorry, I've also just remembered we haven't actually named this. Okay. Do I have we'll have a look at both patrons and Twitch subs. Do I have a volunteer to have this settlement named in the Death's Pass? So it's this giant crystal thing here. Any volunteers? So to be honest, how I normally do this is that the Twitch subs and Twitch subs will get sort of most military units and maybe some small settlements, whereas my patrons, based on sort of the tier level, will get access to the generals and the capital cities and maybe the agents and stuff, just to make it fair. But either or for this one. I'll just have a look through the chat. Okay, let's do. So I'm just checking both the patron whispers. Okay. Let's go with... Right, let's go with... you. Goblinian. Right, now it's Goblinian something. So what should we call this? Shard? Any suggestions? Goblinian shard? Crystal? Hovel? I mean, it's a giant... yeah, we should name it something after this. This giant, shiny... whatever this is. Volcanic something. What should we call this? Shaft? Goblinian's shaft? Shaft could work. Horn? Horn's not bad. Spike? Mountain? I don't know, when I think shaft, I kind of think like mine shaft, like down into the earth, not really like a protrusion. Peak, maybe. Point. Goblinian's point? Is Goblinian there? Did you have a preference, dude? It's your hovel. Spear. Tooth is not bad. What colour is Goblinian? Ugh. Protrusion. Horn. Yeah, horn might be better. Sorry, just looking for Goblinian. Should we go with... Goblinian wants tip. Should we go with tip? Alright. Goblinian's tip.
Get some.
Fair enough. Right, so this is now... Yeah, so next to my crack is Goblinian's tip. Oh, God. Right, thank you, Fallen Unicorn, and a Dark Bagel. Thank you. So, right now it's just a level 1, well, hideout. Smaller greenskin tribes and gatherings rarely stay put, although they will seek out caves when they wish to keep out of the way. A small income of about 80 gold generated with plus 10 growth grants 1 construction slot in the settlement and provides access to a basic garrison of goblins and orc boys. It's not much. There is a muster field here, so that's a barracks. I'm going to get rid of that, and in its place probably put one, like a financial building instead. Right, okay. Let's end the turn. So as said, for those just joining, this is an extremely hard starting position and faction, and I might have to be a bit of a bastard and save scum, at least for the early game, because if I lose a battle, it will be a steady, like, 3 or 4 streams until my crushing defeat from the dwarves who are coming. And when they do come down here, they're they're just so powerful. The basic dwarven units are just so powerful compared to the orcs. Thank you, Cheeky Walrus. Thank you very much, Cheeky Walrus. Thank you. Okay, so our fighting this level is currently dropping, but it's not too bad. We're currently eager for a good scrap. Our forces have been replenished. At Goblinian's tip, we've got a pile of shiny stuff. Growth rate we could improve. What should we go with? Yeah, we'll go with the pile of shiny stuff, generating 200 income per turn. -4 obedience level. Right. I need Grimgor's army to march south and begin raiding the Red Fang territories. If I did that, however, would I make myself vulnerable to attack from these fuckers? Are they my enemy? They're not my enemy. Who are you? Scabby Eye. Hello, Scabby Eye. We like each other, although our relations are deteriorating. We have a peace treaty with the Bloody Hands, and they're at war with them. Okay, so for now, it's a gamble that I can make for now. Hang on. Not yet, Gelesis, but I will. Hang on, just move you there.
Ready for murder.
Right, so this will revolt in 8 turns, so that is enough time. That is enough time indeed. I'm going to move... Hang on, ambush. Raiding. Okay. Start marching south. Thank you, Cold Green Iced Tea. Thank you very much, Cold Green.
Get going.
Okay, so this is what we need to strike next. We just need to keep pushing, aggressive. We have to. If we don't, the dwarves will squash us by the time they turn up. Okay, so once we've reached this destination, can we? Yes, we can recruit. So, oh, of course, we have the new units from my crack. So let's go with so Wolf Rider Archers, Orc Archer Boys, Nasty Skulkers, Sneaky Infantry. They can go for the flanks. Expensive. We'll pick up a couple of units. We'll pick up some Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Okay, that should... Can I get one more on the... Nah. Okay, that's all I can do in that one turn. Okay, so Grimgor is going to recruit some additional some additional boys, and then we're going to move south as best we can. Okay. So as you can see, public order penalties in the region due to the new conquest that was just made. People are, well, the orc subjects are not yet properly respecting the war boss, so we may have to break a few heads. Right. What is the counter to cavalry archers in this game? They always fuck you up. Well, other archers do the job quite well. Faster units. I know that's hard for some of the races, but certainly faster units that can chase down archers, which then cannot subsequently stand their ground. Also, I found, at least with the vampire counts, I seem to recall that expendable fast movers were quite handy. So I would send a few bat units to just tie them up, and they couldn't outrun the bloody bats, and they'd be so, they'd get fucking bats in their face the whole time. They couldn't effectively engage. But yeah, right, so can I do anything else in this turn? I do not believe so. I've got a lot of cash. Should I raise a second general? Whoops. Recruit a lord. Is that a wise idea? Maybe. Knight Goblin War Boss. Knight Goblin War Boss. Goblin Great Shaman. Orc War Boss. That's not a lot of cash, says Blue Devil. I suppose, yeah. Alright, we'll wait a moment. Right. So give it a save. Okay. Thank you, Zertrikes. Thank you very much, Zertrikes. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. So the new units have arrived.
Zog off. Stop pushing it.
So this sub-commander, Thogger, is no doubt recruiting additional forces. So we'll be facing about 14. We have 16. Some of us are weakened, though. So we'll be facing about 14 orc units. Maybe raiding our way there is a better way. Thank you, Adzel. Yeah, it didn't appear. How strange. Thank you, Adzel. Thank you very much for subbing, dude. Sorry about that. What's my better option? Do I bum rush now while they have 14? Or do I wait until my forces are at maximum strength? I suppose I can also build up my forces while we wait. I could raid for cash, but cash isn't necessarily the problem right now, Quebec, nor is fighting this level. I'm going to move here, then I'm going to bring in additional forces, and then just smash them down. Okay, so can I, in one turn, Goblin Wolf Riders, Goblin Wolf Archers. There we go. Shit. Okay, that's all we can really get. Okay. Put them under siege. Well, they have no defensive walls. It'll just be a straight open battle. They're taking attrition. So they are. Yes, indeed. They are suffering attrition. Good spot. So they're suffering attrition because of their low fightingness level. So orcs without other people to fight will start turning on each other, which is one of the downsides. Okay. Indeed, Mrs. and Man, which is what I mentioned before. I can't suffer any major setbacks in these first early stages because of the dwarves. They are coming. They are coming, and they're going to steamroll everything to the south. And I need multiple armies, multiple experienced armies to take on. We basically found that it takes at least 2 orc armies for every single dwarven army, and when they arrived they had 6. I'm not kidding. They had 6 full armies, and it was a fucking curb stomp. We didn't stand a chance. And how many armies did we have? 2. Thank you, Ash Bricks. Thank you very much, Ash Bricks. Thank you. Okay. Right, so just end the turn there, I think. Just check the overall diplomatic situation. So I have 21 minutes until I must leave, I'm afraid, to get on with my job. So who are you? The Teeth Snatchers. They are at war with the Bloody Hands. They do not necessarily like us due to our association with the Bloody Hands. need to do more reading to find out more about them. Yeah, so this is one of the lore characters, isn't it? The Great Green Prophet. Okay. Right. What's your strength rating? 29. Okay, so these dwarves are quite weak. I need to try and eliminate them as quickly as possible. Why not try to get peace with the dwarves? That's never going to happen, TG. Dwarves versus the green screen, the green skins. They're green screen. Yeah, yeah, they hate us. They utterly hate us. Okay, they are slightly more powerful than we are.
What are you good swans? What are you good swans?
Can I give you just a little bit of cash? Like a small gift? Yes. Just gave them a small gift to help improve our relations. Because I don't want to be fighting a big old war with them. End the turn. Thank you, Snide, the crow. Thank you, Snide. Thanks, man. Whoop. So, Gorfang Rotgut himself is seeking an audience. He would like a peace treaty, and he's offering 600 gold in exchange for it. I've also just noticed that he has... Is that a second province? Okay. So, no, for the minute, because their territory is the territory that I need to expand into. Right. Why don't I ever play with Cyanide anymore? Well, he's quite busy with a lot of uni stuff, and also we're kind of at odd times in terms of when the two of us are available. So back when he was in Singapore, he would finish work at more or less the time that I start streaming. So it was, we would be perfectly in sync. But what's happened is he's moved over to the United Kingdom at the start of the year, and is now busy with the uni stuff, obviously, which is kicking his ass as far as just difficulty, because it's tough what he's doing. And when he finishes his uni and starts playing games, it's it's around 2 in the afternoon, which is I'm at work. I'm editing at that point. That's I'm busy. So, and when he stops and winds down and goes to bed, that's when I come back. So effectively, we're just out of sync in terms of when he's available and when I'm available. So, that's just the reality of the situation. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Tudwall. Thank you very much, Tudwall. Come on, let's have a look. I mean, we see each other plenty on the weekend. Just depends what game we're playing. Okay, so so I'm going to reject this, obviously. At work. It does. Sorry, Mr. Sark. It does confuse me. I know that you're probably just being sarcastic. Do people think that Do people think that YouTubing is like just 2 seconds of work? It's a lot of work. It's a hell of a lot of work. It's so much to do. I can't. God, it's like tens of thousands of keyframes. It's so tricky. It's like stop motion animation. It's so much work. Yeah. I worked like all weekend, guys, to try and get you this thing. Oh dear, never mind. Right. I'm getting distracted. Right. Okay. So let's see. So he's built his force. Still suffering from attrition. Should I then wait, do you reckon? If he's suffering from attrition and I'm getting stronger, why not wait? Let's rate. So hang on. Let's move forward. I'm going to save it just in case I'm going to change my mind. Let's move here, just out of reach of his reinforcements, I hope. Yeah, we'll just stay here, just on the border.
Move.
And then start raiding. So I'm getting 292 a turn, cash. We can't quite see what he has, but his forces are suffering from attrition due to their low fightiness. So the longer I wait, the weaker he gets. Don't wait, because I'm also suffering from a public order penalty for 8. That's also true. Is this part of the same? No. That's the That's the province that's associated here. Is it within my best interest to wait?
Stop pushing it.
It would make the battle easier, but I don't think what he's got is going to stop me. No, waiting, at least raiding, should improve your fightiness, because obviously we're butchering and fighting and destroying the smaller orc tribes who would pay tribute. We're fighting. Okay. Actually, okay, so I'm going to change my mind. Let's just bum rush him. Thank you, Enuma Elish. Thank you very much. Before I do, sorry, I just noticed, yes, we do indeed have some more boys to name. Mods, could we pop it into sub-only mode? Right, so, please raise your hand and say what you want. We have 2 units of nasty skulkers, which are basically like little goblin ninjas. We have standard orc boys. We have goblin wolf rider archers. And we have... That's it, sorry. So, wolf archers, orc boys, or sneaky bastards with daggers. Name what you want, guys. Thank you, Karis. Thank you very much, Karis. Okay, let's have a look. So, Eagle... Eagle Eye Swee, is that it? Eagle Eye Swee for Orc Boys. Thank you, Aldenon. Thank you very much, dude. Aldenon. So, 2nd Regiment of Orc Boys. Okay, next, Black Orc. Next Regiment of Orc Boys. Okay, and then Kushkulka. Next Regiment of Orc Boys. So just checking my messages from patrons. Hang on a second. Sorry, Nagler, if I missed your message. Hang on. Right. Shit. Did these get queued? Hang on. Thank you, Buzzbuyer. Thank you very much, Buzzbuyer. Thank you, dude. So hang on, those are all the Orc Boys. God, I wish there was a way to see the patron messages. Finn, hi there, Finn. So Finn, 1st unit of Skulkers, Finn Radloff. 2nd unit of Skulkers will be... Sorry, sorry about that, Black Orc. I'll fix that in a minute. Kim Jong Skill. Okay. Okay. Right, so... And then the 3 units of Goblin Wolf Archers will be... Guard. Followed by... Kamojo. And the last unit will be... BR Commander. Okay. Right, so the army consists of Grimgor himself, with Mike Hunt, his immortal units, Finn Radloff and Kim Jong Skill as the Goblin Skulkers, the sneaky units that attack from behind. Lyde, Wolf, Lysair, Lemberg, Eagle Eye Swee even, Aldenon, Black Orc, and Kushal Kerr as the Orc Boys, the main melee unit. Wilhelm and Lablog as the Goblin units, 1 archer, 1 spear. Gol the Wolf as the lead unit of the cavalry, leading Stugar, Kamojo, and BR Commander, round on the flanks to both attack and, well, harass with arrows and then chase them off the field, and Tariot as the same catapult unit from before. Give it a quick save. Don't take the settlement, but destroy it. No, I probably need to take the settlement. Because I need to march... I need territory. I need to take over as much territory as I can. Why not lay siege against attrition? Well, I need to... I need territory. As I said, we're on a time limit. We're on a very strict time limit. Within about 20 turns, the dwarves will destroy us. So we have to take as much territory as we can, get as much cash as we can, get as far down the tech tree as we can, before the inevitable rise of the Dawi. This is the threat here. We are, you know... We have a time limit until our inevitable destruction. So, you know. Okay. So, probably, yeah, just quickly take it over, really. Let's go. Oh, it's overwhelming. Jesus Christ, I didn't realise it was going to be this big. It's not even worth fighting the battle. I mean, we're just going to stomp them. Okay, let's take... Yeah, so auto-resolve this then. Okay. So we've completely wiped them out. And we're all okay. Okay. So, should we loot and occupy... Should we sack it and then occupy it on the following turn? If he sacks it, then it's worth so much less. We're gonna... No, we're just gonna occupy it. Let's just focus on, you know, on grabbing what we can and then consolidating our hold on it. Dwarves can destroy me in less than 20 turns. I know, Mount. This is what I'm worried about. Okay. Not occupy is why your run grinds to a half. Grinds to a halt. Okay. Right, we've killed that sub-commander. So this is... Oh no, they've still got areas to the south. Okay. Another skill point for Grimgor. So we're going to put it further into his melee tree. We'll give him just a basic melee attack. So let's just really up his melee attack to plus 10% or whatever. So we can just start slashing down as many enemies as possible. Okay. Our forces are replenishing. Tariot has a skill point, which is good. An experience point even. Okay. Yes, indeed. Prisoners do get eaten, Mydred. We are the Greenskin. Yeah, we're Greenskins, basically. Other races are food to us. Right. So, I'm having some public order problems back in the Death's Pass. Goblinian's Greenskin camp is ready to be upgraded. Well, from a hideout to a camp. Does that give us public... Well, it will at least improve the garrison. Going to do it. So, Goblinian's tip is now getting a Greenskin camp. Right. How long until we can get a population surplus? So I need a population surplus of +2. And it'll take me, well, 3 turns until I get a single point of population surplus. Thank you, Adzel. Thank you very much, Adzel. Thank you. Thanks, man. Okay. Not really for me, Mr. Sark. Even I'm more into the lore, really, for 40k. Not really the models. Okay, I'm just going to end the turn, to be honest. Unless there is anything else I can do diplomatically speaking. Obviously, I'm worried about the... Oh, no. Yeah, sorry, they were always that close, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. The dwarves are coming. And when they get here, we die. Okay. Bloody spears? Could we have...
What are you good swans?
Non-aggression pact. Let's just give them a gift. Try and improve our relations with them. Our relations are deteriorating for some reason. Because we are a great power. Thank you, Rizzleflu? Thank you, Rizzleflu. Thank you. Give them a gift. Yeah, give them a small gift. Yeah. Relations are still deteriorating. Yeah. Yeah, Nalzeth, it's one of the, there are a lot of weaknesses with this game. This is far from perfect, but one of those is definitely... There's this over-reliance on points. Like, this faction likes you. Why? Because these 2 points here says that they should, you know? Or this dwarven faction is... Sorry, like you've taken over a province. You get minus whatever how many points instability. Why? Because the game difficulty says so. You know, it doesn't really... It's not really AI in a sort of clever way. It's dumb. It's a dumb AI. Like, you know, the AI is made tougher not through clever programming, but by handicaps on you and buffs for them, basically. Which is disappointing, frankly. Yeah, it's one of the criticisms I have of this. It's just not very satisfying when basically your opponents are cheesing it. And, you know. Thank you, Mutality. Thank you very much, Mutality. Thank you, dude. Yes, indeed. All of the Total War games do have, indeed, terrible AI. That's one of the weaknesses of the series. But you think they'd know that. Well, obviously they do know that. But you think they'd try to rectify it, fix it, not just still keep it shit, but now make it transparently shit. Okay.
This better involve fighting.
Right, so I'm just going to end the turn. Oh god, yeah, don't Blue Vulture, I know that. I can promise you that. Yeah. Okay, so what are they doing? The Crooked Moon. Are they moving through my territory, or what's your intention, Crooked Moon? We have a non-aggression pact, do we not? Unreliable, they're aggressive. We do have a non-aggression pact, so presumably they're just going through. Do you have only the single... Okay, so hopefully they're just moving through. Just going to keep my eye on them, though. I wonder if perhaps it's a good idea to move over here to hit these dwarves before they cause a problem. Could we move through there last time? I can't remember. Oh, of course, we can just use the underway. Thank you, Cregan. Thank you very much, Cregan. Thank you.
Yeah, what?
Okay. So minus 7. So 7 turns until my province rebels. Don't worry about it, Nunu Runit. Not a problem. And thank you very much for your support. It's all good, man. Don't you worry. Other people have got you very covered. Very generous of you. Sorry, I disagree with you, Yeset. Yeset says an intelligent AI costs a lot and isn't really bringing a lot. No. I would say an intelligent AI makes all the difference when you play something like a sandbox game like this. No, it should absolutely be your primary. You know, if your player is left alone with AI all the time for every playthrough they do, yeah, it should really be your investment, your top. You know, you should be wowing people with, oh my god, have you tried the new Total War? Yeah, the AI is amazing. Not flashy cutscene and, oh, here's the DLC. Who's the DLC? It's Chaos. Oh, wow, it's amazing. You know, as in, you shouldn't be, like, going on name brand recognition. It should be the AI that should be attracting you to the game. Thank you, Kawaii and Augur. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, so I'm just going to ignore them for a minute. Okay, so my... Let's have Grimgor go here and start raiding.
Ready for murdering.
To at least have the boys improve their fightingness levels. Damn it, 10 turns to rebellion. Thank you, Brave Fart Gur. Thank you very much, Brave. Okay, ideally we should just keep carving through their territories. Don't forget the tech tree. Alas, without a goblin workshop, we can't even access the tech tree, Judge. Well, I disagree with you on both fronts, Panda. Making great AI isn't worth it for the money. If you're working in the games industry and you're thinking about money first and foremost, you're in the wrong industry. This is an artistic field. You should be focusing on the art, the satisfaction that immersing a player in a different world should be giving you. This is not an industry for money men. And you say strategy doesn't sell well nowadays. Again, if that's your perspective when you go into games development, you are in the wrong field. You should be in, like, I don't know, crude oil, you know, extracting or something if you want money. This is art. You're making art. Yes, you need money to make art, but if you think making art is about making money, oh, you're wrong, sir. You're very, very wrong indeed. God, completely the wrong way to look at it. Right. Okay, so where are they going? Hitting the dwarves, maybe? The AAA industry may disagree with me on that point. Indeed! And the AAA industry is wrong. Okay. So now what? Push south or stay? Got a bit of a conundrum. What do I do? So my provinces will rebel. In 6 turns I lose the main one. Or at least get a rebellion that will need to get put down. And this goes in 10 turns. How long until the decay goes? So what's the main problem here? So difficult. So can you see what I mean? Difficult. So -4, so just due to the difficulty level. Extorted income -4. Is that the taxation? Sorry. That's the taxation. Okay. So by default, there will always be a -8 penalty on this place. What sort of taxation? So it's 600 and... I can't really afford to lose this... Well... Maybe. For now I could. For now I could suspend taxation. But even still, that just suspends the rebellion until 11 turns from now. Thank you, Claff. Thank you very much, Claff. Thank you. So I'm just thinking. So all I'm doing here is so provincial instability isn't the problem. This is just base. This is just base fucking instability that will always be the case. If I can slow it down, but it will always be the case. Indeed, I need a standing army, don't I? I need to recruit a general with a standing army. Okay.
Let's go.
So that's what I'm going to do. Let's have a go. So hang on. So keep the income. Recruit a lord. Do we have any that have any decent buffs? Enemy leadership reduction in local region. Or a size honourable a leadership bonus. Stability buildings. We can't build the stability buildings until we grow, Blue Devil. I'm basically building forces to build a happiness building to offset it. Sorry? Or basically forced to build a happiness building. Yeah, sorry, patience, yeah. Go with a shaman. Do I have a shaman? Great goblin great shaman. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this guy. Okay, so let's bring him in. So every lord recruited will increase my local, my total army upkeep by 4%. My total army upkeep is estimated to be increased by 362 gold. Okay. Thank you, Siege Master. Thank you very much.
The tribe's ready.
Right, so if I move this general here, what sort of army would be required
Nasty magic's ready.
in order to offset the penalty? Okay, hang on. So we'll go for the Orc Boys.
Agreed.
Base Orc Boys. Some Archer Boys. Okay, leave it at that for now. We'll see how we do with that.
Fist.
So they're continuing to raid. Can they move in that stance? No, well, they've already moved for their turn, haven't they? Did I see Quebec falling out of his train in Train Sim? No. Is there a clip? I can watch it later. Thank you, Shark Food. Thank you, dude. Go for a cheap upkeep to a garrison. Well, that doesn't really work in this game, Social. You can't really... Sorry, wait. Go for a cheap upkeep to garrison? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you saying leave units behind as a garrison? In this Total War, you have to have a general for each one. So there are no sort of garrison armies. Not... Yeah, we got the default ones in their camps, but, you know, that won't help to offset the taxation. Right. So, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm afraid I need to bugger off now. So I've only just made a start, really. We've taken over this piece of territory and this one here. The next move is unclear. Presumably, I need to move south. But I'm worried about these guys. I'm worried indeed. I need to either work with them or eliminate them. And then quickly work on these dwarves before they join the Zerg train from the northern dwarves, which is coming. So, yes. The garrison's public order bonus is just from numbers. He's saying just use shitty goblin units rather than expensive orc ones. I see what you're saying, Canadian. Sorry. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Well, I do need to build a second army anyway. So, you know. Best prepare for that, really. Right, okay, so, yes. The Greenskin campaign has begun. The seed of what will eventually be, hopefully, our expansion across this world has been planted. And we're chopping our way through orcs to the south, and I'll continue this later. Right, okay. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, beneath the stream, you'll find a Google worksheet which needs to get updated soon, showing exactly which units I've just recruited, who is in play, effectively, which units and where they are. If you check on the other tab, so yeah, it's just called the Greenskins Warhammer roster or something. If you check the other tabs, you will find the previous Greenskin campaign, the last two vampire campaigns, and the single Dowie campaign. At the top, if you're interested, you will also find, at least in the campaigns where we succeeded, you will find a piece of art that was commissioned by, I commissioned Bibu Dingo to create a victory piece, which, damn it, I need to get that available as a poster for those interested in having one of those. I did send off some test prints, but they've kind of been sitting in the corner. I put them over there, and then I need to like go through them and like make adjustments and color corrections and stuff, and then send off another round. But yes, so Bibu Dingo has made some pretty nice art for the vampires and their eventual victory, featuring all of the generals, the generals and soldiers and that lot, the core law units that were in the playthrough. And I hope, well, fingers crossed, I hope that she'd be interested in a commission for the Greenskins, if we win eventually. So yeah, anyway, so feel free to tune in again if you're interested in possibly becoming one of those law units and eventually getting on the poster. Yeah, right, cool. So thank you very much for watching. I will look at Quebec's clip. Hang on a second. Greenskin 2. There we go. Okay, exit the window. Hang on a minute. Okay. Hang on. Where's the Warhammer slideshow? There it is. Sorry, look at the clip. Where's his clip? Did someone send me the clip? Where can I find it? Is Quebec still in the chat? Has he embarrassed himself? Hang on. Sorry, where can I find it? Where's the clip? What links aren't allowed in the chat, but you can whisper me, can't you? Oh, hang on. There we go. Doctor the Who has sent me something. What's this?
Like a bicycle, just press my shoe into the gravel.
So Quebec is standing.
I can't do anything.
Against the window of his train.
Hello, watch it. I can't stop at the location. It's a runaway train. Oh, it actually made a runaway train.
Oh, we can't stop the train.
Let's release the handbrake. But maybe that, I don't know. Is that going to help? Is that going to? I don't know.
He's in a train sim game. He can't stop it.
Press my shoe into the ground.
Oh, that's it. I thought you said he fell out the train. Hang on, I'll share it. Hang on. I thought didn't. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Says Doctor. Oh fuck. Hang on.
So there we go. Perfect. It's just a mess. It's just I didn't realise I could fall out. Stop. So there we go. Perfect.
Oh, what a fucking wally! He just jumped out of a moving train. Oh dear. If only it was going at high speed. Right, okay, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you kindly. So I wonder if Cyanide is on by now. Let's have a look. Has Cyanide gotten home? Not yet. Cyanide hasn't gotten home yet. He'd probably be around shortly, to be honest, based on when he normally goes live. Hang on a second. Just having a look and seeing who's around. Okay, right, so, yes, as for right now, I need to go away and get on with my job, which is editing for YouTube, so right now what that involves, so yeah, an update, for those who weren't here at the beginning. This involves working on Armor Bullshittery Part 9. It's the 7th week of work on it. It's coming together. I've got like half of it. So it's about like 18 minutes long. I've got about half of it in a complete state. The other half of it is still sort of clips floating around. I need to get them all in a line and get them all QA'd and properly done. I'm just going to crack on with it, basically. I'm just going to get on and try and just get it in a finished state as soon as possible, and then start doing test renders and, start fixing problems and, just generally polishing. And, yeah, so I have a lot to do, and I'm going to crack on with it. So, yeah, time to get on with work. So, thanks again, all the best, have a lovely afternoon, and I'll hand you over to Alistair, who is playing a bit of Factorio. So you can see him fail at basic tasks in the logistics game that is Factorio. So all the best, have a lovely afternoon, see you soon from myself and this little pickle here. Yes. Yes, you a pickle. Yes, you are a pickle. Arr, arr, arr. Yes. Yes. Anyway, so yes, have a lovely, lovely afternoon, and this is Alistair.
Could put some speed modules in.
But Alistair the Brilliant!
Oh god.